Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to tackle the Linux command line. Seriously, by the end of this, you'll be zipping around, managing files and folders like an absolute pro. We're talking speed, precision, and a whole lot of confidence. So, have you ever opened up the terminal, stared at that little blinking cursor, and just felt completely lost? Yeah, you're not alone. It can feel pretty intimidating, kind of like being handed the keys to a spaceship, but with no instruction manual. While that feeling, it ends today. Right now, we're going to take this intimidating black box and turn it into your own personal command center. We're going to swap that confusion for total control. Okay, first things first. Before you can do anything, you need to be able to find your way around. Think of these next few commands as your basic navigation toolkit. This is your map, your compass, and your boots on the ground. The first question you always need to be able to answer is, where am I? And for that, we have the pwd command. That stands for Print Working Directory, and it's basically your digital GPS. It tells you your exact location in the file system right at that moment. So once you know where you are, you'll probably want to know what's around you. That's where ls comes in. It's short for list storage. Think of it like giving yourself sight. It shows you all the files and folders that are right there with you in your current directory. And you can even upgrade that site. If you type ls-l, you get a detailed long list with all sorts of info like permissions and dates. And if you use ls-a, it reveals all the files, even the hidden ones that start with a dot. And trust me, that's where a lot of important configuration stuff lives. Okay, so you can see where you are and what's around you. But how do you actually move? Well, that's what cd, or change directory, is for. This is the command that lets you travel all over the place, navigating the entire system from one folder to another. And this is where you can start moving like a pro. cd ... takes you up one level in the folder structure. Just cd by itself, that zips you straight back to your home directory, no matter where you are. And my personal favorite, cd-. It jumps you right back to the last directory you were just in. It's a huge time saver. All right, you can see and you can move. You're not just a visitor anymore, right? Now it's time to become a creator. Let's start building your own digital world. So the main building block for any project is the directory, or, a folder. The mkdir command, for make directory, is how you create them. It's your tool for building out the structure to organize all your work. And what goes inside those brand new folders? Files, of course. The touch command is the absolute fastest way to create a new empty file. It's like, boom, you just put a blank sheet of paper exactly where you need it. Okay, let's talk about the next logical step. You've created some files and folders, but things can get messy pretty quick. So now we're going to learn how to organize that new space by copying, moving, and, removing things. Two of your most important organizing tools are CP for copy and MV for move. Now, the difference here is absolutely crucial. CP creates a duplicate, so you end up with two copies. MV, on the other hand, just relocates the original. You still only have one. And here's the cool part. MV is also how you rename a file or folder. You just move it to a new name. All right, now we get to the most powerful command for organizing your files. But it's also the one that gives you 0 second chances. There is no undo button for this one. And that command is rm, for remove. It deletes files and folders, and when I say delete, I mean it. It's gone. Poof. This is not like moving something to a recycle bin. This action is permanent, so you've got to use it with care. Always double check what you're doing before you hit enter on this one. So, we've learned how to get around, how to create things, and how to organize them. Let's put it all together and get our hands dirty with a quick project that uses everything we've just covered. Okay, here's the challenge. We're going to make a main project folder, then create a couple of subfolders inside for documents and scripts. Then we'll make a couple of empty files and put them in their proper places. It's a perfect little workflow. Ready? Let's build this thing out, command by command. Imagine you've just opened up a fresh terminal. Let's do it. First up, mkdir Linux practice. Just like that, we've created our main project folder. Done. Next, let's make sure we're inside that new folder. Then we'll run mkdir docs scripts to create both of our subfolders at the same time. Nice! The structure is now in place. All right, Let's make a copy of our notes file and put it in the docs folder with cp notes.txt docs/, a perfect duplicate, filed away where it belongs. And finally, our script file. We'll move it into the scripts directory with mv setup.sh scripts/. It's now in its proper home. And just like that, project organized. We're done. Look at that. With just a handful of simple commands, you built and organized an entire project structure completely from scratch. You took an empty black screen and gave it form and function. So the only real question left is, what are you going to build next?